Hey guys, this is Shane from the River Paddlers. I recently completed a 10-day kayak camping trip and used a lot of different gear, some cheap, some expensive. So here are the reviews. The Garmin GPSMAP 66i. So for this review, this is not going to be a technical review. This is just a more of the features that I used and how they worked for me. So this GPS comes with a nice carabiner hook. You can hook it onto yourself or whatever you need to hook it onto there. Has the power button up top. Also on the side you have an SOS button that's easy to press. You just gotta pull that up, then you can press the SOS button. So what I will say about the design, it is rugged, it is waterproof, so it covers, boxes that I need covered for as far as that goes. So I wanted a device that could handle not only mapping, but I wanted it to also have SOS capabilities, and I wanted it to have, texting, in-reach texting. So how it worked for me, so you can set it up to where when you're going on a trip, a family member or whoever can track your progress on the river. So that worked well for me because my wife was able to just press a button and see where I was. Another thing that we used it a lot for was the texting. So my question sort of before getting this was, how long would it take messages to go through? And the answer that I have from using this is not long. So sometimes there'd be a little bit of a lag, maybe a few minute lag, but quite often the messages went through almost instantly. A lot of times they went through within 30 seconds. And I sent well over 100 messages while using this thing. Everyone went through, no issues. So when you send a message, it went through because it does a little beep. And when you receive messages, it does the same thing, only I believe it's 2 beeps when you receive the messages. So with my mapping, I do all my mapping online, and then you're able to transfer it all to this device. So you have all your points on this device. So by looking at this device, you know exactly where you are on the river at all times. So that's important to me. And this device was just fantastic for that. Has pretty good topographical features as well, which was helpful when you're looking for campsites. The topographical can really help for that. So for this device, a quick review just of how I liked it, how I used it. It was very good. The one thing that is sort of a pain is there's no touchscreen. It's not a touchscreen, so it's like all old style, kind of like an old style phone here that you got to use. But however, you can connect it to your cell phone and use your cell phone to kind of text normally. So that you can do, and that feature was actually quite easy to use. So that was definitely a plus. But as far as just the texting from the device, I did some of that as well. It just takes a while. It's just slow. It's just slow. But that's okay, because this item is rugged. It is waterproof. It does as advertised for me. I had no issues out of it. So for that reason, I give this an A. I give this an A all day long. This was just a great item for me. Did well for me. Great item for me. Did well on the water. So definitely an item I recommend. However, new, this item is going to cost you, upwards of $500 or so. So it is not a cheap item, but definitely when you're out there in the middle of the wilderness, you definitely want and need a device like this. Hope this helps.